say ah.
Ah.
Oh, isn't she pretty?
Honey, it says here that foreigners have voting rights in local elections.
Really? Does that mean I can vote even though I still have Vietnamese citizenship?
Yeah, let's look into this. Oh, here it is. It says here that foreigners age 19 and older who have lived in Korea for 3 consecutive years since obtaining their permanent resident status have voting rights in local elections. And of course, only those registered in foreigner registry are eligible.
Then, for example, Mara, who's from Philippines, got married and has only been in Korea 2.5 years. So, she does not have a voting right. Suan came to Korea from China more than 3 years ago, and she passed the citizenship test last year, so she does have the voting rights in local elections. It's been more than 6 years since I obtained permanent residency status after our marriage, so I do have the voting rights.
Whoa. Oh.
Whoa, be careful. Wait, then why couldn't I vote in the 2012 presidential election? More than 3 years had passed since I had obtained my permanent residency status at that time.
Oh, that's because the voting rights for presidential and National Assembly elections are only granted to those with Korean nationality.
I see. So I really can vote in local elections, right?
Yes, but you can unless you're in the voting register. Let's check the voting register on the district office website and voting information.
Okay. I hope I can actually vote with my own hand in the coming local election, if only for our daughter's sake. Right?
Mr. Bryan, the class is over, but can I ask you a question?
Yes, what's the question?
I heard that people have to give a total of 7 votes in the local election next week, but why so many votes? And who do we vote for?
Why are you asking me about that?
Since you are now naturalized, you too are Korean, so... Oh, also, I'm only 20 years old, and this is my first local election, so...
Good. I'll explain this to you.
Wow, thank you.
Local election is literally an election where we vote for the person who will work for our local community. Let's look at each ballot and see what kind of people are elected. With this ballot, we vote for the Superintendent of Education. Superintendents are top representatives of education for each city or province. So, for the sake of our students, we really must choose the right person to be superintendent. Don't you think so? Next, we vote for the mayors and governors. Mayor of Seoul, Mayor of Busan, Gwangju, Governor of Gyeonggi, and such. These people are those who manage the local society and solve various problems in the area where we live. This ballot is for the governor and the head of district, city, or county. These people take care of matters that are relatively more immediate to the lives of the community. We generally call them the head of local government. Then, we vote for the local assemblymen. These people represent the local people and make regulations to create a better community. Also, these people keep a close eye on what the head of local governments do. Lastly, on the ballot that says election for proportional representative local council member, the voters vote for the political party they support. So the number of seats won by a party or group of candidates is proportionate to the number of votes received. Each ballot has its own color, so it's very easy to tell them apart. However, the color of ballots for Jeju Special Self-Governing Province and Sejong Special Self-Governing City is different, so be careful.
The voting hour is 12 hours from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the 4th of June. But I'm afraid I can't make it because I have some other things to take care of on that day. What can I do?
You can vote a single or several days prior to an election. As it happens, Today is the early voting day, so why don't we go vote together? Did you bring your ID? I brought my resident registration card.
I brought my passport.
Great.
Wait, I don't live in this area. Can I still vote here?
Sure. During early voting period, you can vote at any early voting place. Shall we go in? Well, that wasn't difficult at all, was it?
No, not at all.
Well, I'm happy we had a chance to exercise this valuable right together. That's it for today, for today's class.
Oh. Sophia, here. Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish up some things at the shop. Oh, it's all right. Do you like where your new shop is? Yeah, I'm so happy to finally have my own shop after 5 years since I came to Korea from Spain. I'm also going to vote in my new area this time. What? You're voting? Yeah, it's my first time voting in Korea, and I really want to do it this time. But the new neighborhood is still very unfamiliar to me, so I really don't know where the voting place is. Oh, I can help you with that. Really? If you look at the voting instruction, which is mailed to every home, there is a little map to the voting place. You can find out about the location and the name of the building the voting place is set up. You can also find where your voting place is on the National Election Commission website or on the city or district office websites. Or you can use the Find My Voting Place service on major portal websites as well. You can also find the voting place with a smartphone. Then, shall we find out where your early voting place is? Click on the Election Information mobile app to find the closest voting place from where you are right now. You can also use this app on regular election day to find where the voting place is. Ah, I didn't know you could do that. Then, where can you look who the new candidates are? Oh, that's easy. You can look over election posters or find out about each candidate's information on the National Election Commission website or other websites. If you look at the I'm a Candidate menu on the National Election Commission website, you can find out about each candidate's promotional profile, key policies, and pledges. Thank you so much! I'm definitely going to learn about the candidates and vote this time. Looking at you so excited makes me feel like I should definitely vote this time too.
Whew. Lucas, we won again because of you. You really are K-League's best hope. Haha, thanks. Since you're naturalized, you're finally Korean. Yeah, I'm really happy that I got my Korean citizenship. Let's celebrate it on this election day. Sure, but we're going to vote first, right? Oh, come on. Let's just skip that. No, we have to vote. Haha, okay, fine. But do you know that we have to vote twice in local elections? Of course. Why don't I explain it to you? First, you have to present your ID at the voting place. Stamp your seal or make a signature next to your name and address. Then move on and receive 3 ballot sheets. You must cast your vote for only one candidate for each ballot sheet with a given voting tool in the voting booth. You do know that your votes are invalidated if you mark your votes with your own stamp or with any other tools. After casting vote on all 3 ballot sheets, fold them so that the inside of the ballots are invisible. Insert all the ballot sheets into the ballot box. Then follow the arrow and you will receive another 4 ballot sheets. In the same way as before, you cast your vote for only one candidate for each ballot sheet. Insert all 4 ballot sheets in the ballot box. And your voting is complete. It's really easy, isn't it? If you get lost in the voting place and don't know what to do, the voting guide will help you out. Voting is more important than scoring a goal in our match. Now, shall we go and vote? Sure, let's go.
June 4th, the local election day. Make sure you vote.
Each of your valuable votes counts.